Well, hello and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner for another episode of Tea and Tarot. Cheers. Oh, I haven't tried it. Top end of lukewarm, I'd say. Oh, it must have been sat in my flask a while. Mind you, it's cold in here and my flask's not so great anymore. Poor battered thing it is now. Battered leaky flask I've got now. I'm under my blanket again with my fire on because I'm not warm. So warming my hands on my tea today. I didn't see any sheep this morning until 5 turned up, so I don't know where the rest of them are. I can't see them. They must be in a dip or behind edge or something, or in a far field that I can't see because it's sort of, I've got like a dip and then it goes up, but then way on it will go down again. I can't see them if they're down there. Wales is hilly, everything's hilly. Just to go up the road a couple of minutes to the shop is several hills. Right, do me tarot. Oh, no. When I was preparing, I always connect to the earth to get the energy, which I feel in my feet and my legs, depends. And it was disjointed. It was different in each foot. And it almost felt like my legs weren't the same legs. It was like my legs were different. It's hard to explain. But before that, I was going to say that the energy is feisty. So it's feisty and it's also a bit disjointed. And I mean, that sorted itself out, but I had to ask about it. And that was, there's something about the energy. I mean, is it basically, is the energy transforming? And at the moment, it's in that awkward in between phase when it's sort of a bit here and a bit there, and we haven't. So we're moving to whatever the energy is going to be, but at the moment we're in the transformation phase. So it's a bit odd. It felt one leg felt different to the other leg. You know, like one leg felt like me and one leg didn't, which is a really weird thing to say, but that's what it was like. So if you're feeling a bit feisty, perfectly natural at this moment, at the what's going on in the world, but also that's the energy. And also if you're feeling a bit disjointed or a bit discombobulated or a bit off, I've been getting an awful lot of old stuff coming up again. I listened to another tarot reader this morning and she was on about we're closing out another cycle. So I don't know, but I know that there's a whole lot of stuff come up from my past. I mean, pretty sure stuff was coming up from school, which is going to be, oh my dear Lord, 40 odd years ago, 40 some odd years ago. So yeah, just different things coming to mind. So that might be happening to other people as well. I will do the tarot. Okay. Oh, forgot what I was doing then. Normally find the energy first before I start, just to make sure I'm tuned in. Right. So, we're having good news, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, what good news do you have for us for Friday, the 27th of March, 2026, please? I asked if it was good news or message, and we got good news. I like good news. I like messages as well, but I really like good news. So, do I want the sticky up ones? No. The sticky up ones are not for me. No. Do I want the one on the bottom? Yes. Before I go too far, we have an out. Right. 6 of Wands. Okay. Do you want this one? Okay. And the 8 of Coins. Not this one. Not today, this one. It might be later, tomorrow or something. Do you want any other cards? No. Okay. Where do you want me to go first? Here. Eight of coins. It's usually, I've got working too hard. I was going to say it's usually hurting ourselves for other people, which it is. But I've got, what was that working too hard? Somebody, a few of you, some of you, working too hard. Difficult when you've got to make a living in it and pay bills. But, and we've all got, somewhere we live that we've got to keep clean and tidy as I look around at the clutter. But in theory, clean and tidy. Oh, got to make food, got to wash up. But some of you are working too hard. Right. Physically working, no. Mentally working. Okay, some of you might be physically working too hard, but this is also mental overload. Especially there's so much going on, and I know there's a lot of unpleasant stuff going on in the world, and it's very easy and very natural for our brains are brilliant at problem solving, and they like problem solving. Unfortunately, you get world problems and our brains often are trying to solve them, even though we don't have any control over that usually, and any control over the situation, and it's not something that we could necessarily do anything about, apart from we can sign petitions, we can protest, we can write emails, we can post stuff. If we want to complain, some people could take legal challenges, but mostly it's not a problem that we can solve, but we still end up doing the work, don't we, in our heads. And I had another point which has gone. It's overworking, so overthinking about situations. And it also can be a fear response, can't it? The whole overthinking, problem solving, because it's how do I feel safe? That was it. There's so much stuff coming at us if you're looking at social media, so much information. And historically, our brains haven't been used to getting this much information in one go. When you lived in a little small communities, as we would have done way back when, and you'd have had the village gossip, and it would have taken days, if not months, from news from other places to come to you. And now suddenly we've got news from all around the world coming into our minds at a horrendously fast rate. And our brains are very adaptable, but they historically not used to dealing with that much information that quickly, and especially if your brain is doing the problem solving thing all the time. Okay, that's I'm told to move on. I got told to move on earlier when I was still going, which I do, don't I? I was going to get my second point in. That was okay. Anyway, right, Six of Wands. Six of Wands again. It's upright. Yesterday we had the Emperor, and today we got the Six of Wands. She's very upright on a horse, isn't she? So we're not talking about leading. Sometimes this is about leading. Is it about skills? No. You can tell me it's warrior spirit. Yeah. I can see. Rah! What about warrior spirit? I was thinking not being a passive bystander. I mean, there's far too long in recent times that we've just stood by and allowed those in authority to do what they want to do in the main, because we thought they were working for us, and now we know that really they're just working for themselves, a lot of them. And especially in the UK, it's they're promoting what they're getting paid for. Um, so yeah, so there's something about warrior spirit and standing up. Are we standing up against authority? Yeah. Safely, I would say safely. In whatever way you can. They're trying to crack down again on groups protesting here again, and I won't go into details about problems with targeting a particular group with the legal system. And but yeah, standing up, there's something about standing up, but also feeling empowered to be able to do something. That was a big part of it. Is not, I didn't realise I was stuck in victim mindset again, and it's getting out of that, and it's going, there are things we can do, even if it's posting something on social media, or it's signing a petition, or it's writing an email, it's complaining, some people going out protesting, some people supporting aid organisations or something with money or whatever, or advertising things, fundraising events and whatever. Feeling empowered, there is always going to be something that we can do, even if we think we can't, and even if we feel like the task's too big. There is a little something we can do, and every little thing helps to change it. It helps to tip the balance, to change the energy, to change the situation. It's getting more people on board. But this is, yeah, it's also standing firm and not being swayed in your beliefs. It's always good to be able to be changed and not to change and not be dogmatic about things, especially with new factual information coming in. But any change in your beliefs should come from you and should not be, what's the word, should not originate from someone else or something else. It's very difficult these days to find out what's factual information, because there's so much rubbish out there, isn't there? What is actual facts? A lot of the time, it's not facts. It's other people's belief systems, religious or cultural or otherwise. What else is there? That people get really stuck on opinions. People will tell you their opinion like it's truth, and it's not necessarily truth. So any change in our belief system should come from us and not be originated by other people, especially if other people are pushing. People are pushing you to change your mind about something. I mean, if it's something that you want to investigate, go and do your own research, don't you? You go, oh, well, I heard that. Well, how does that work with everything I already believe? And is that true? So there's a lot of that. But I'm getting very much like the Emperor energy of standing firm, standing tall. And yep, that was warrior spirit. There we are then.